Yo, Top Billin, what are you going to do on June 16th? I'll tell you. Your ass is about to go and see The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard by Lionsgate. This is the sequel to The Hitman's Bodyguard. If you guys saw that a few years ago, you know it's about to be a barrel of laughs. You got the crazy-ass Kincaid back, that killing couple. That's Samuel Jackson and Selma Hayek's characters there. Of course, you got Ryan Reynolds back, the bodyguard extraordinaire. They're on a new mission there. It is about to be off the chain. You know straight hilarity is going to ensue when you get those three together. And, of course, I even saw my man Frank Grillo up in there. I'm a huge Frank Grillo fan. I love him from those Purge movies and several of the Marvel movies and everything like that. Frank Grillo is the absolute truth. A whole bunch of other guys that you guys will recognize, even Morgan Freeman up in there. So make sure you go out and check that out, June 16th. Shout out to Lionsgate. They hooked your boy up with some swag. I get to screen the movie before it comes out, and I want you guys to go out there and support. June 16th, that's The Hitman's Wife's Bodyguard, June 16th. I will leave a link to the trailer in the description, and I want you guys to check that out as well. But June 16th. That is June 16th. Let's go.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.
Hi, Seahawks fans. Your boy's back. It's been a long time. Of course, you guys have harassed me like you wouldn't believe. Every single damn thing that I do, you guys Seahawks fans pounding the pavement. Murph, I gotta do something to the Seahawks. I gotta relate this to the Seahawks and this and that. So I had to make you guys wait because I said, man, if I can't get at least 3 straight content items without somebody Seahawking up on it, I ain't going to do it ever again. So we got that. Your boy is back right here. I wanted to talk about my man Tamorrion Terry. I was going to talk about him anyway. I'll be honest with you. I hate the fact that this man went to the Seattle Seahawks because I thought he was going to be someone's DK Metcalf. And you can't be someone's DK Metcalf with DK Metcalf already on the team. So it just lets you know how amazing the Seattle Seahawks roster can be. Obviously, it's not a guarantee that he'll make the roster. But if he does, good Lord. This kid is an absolute freak. This is somebody that if you've watched my channel before, which of course Seahawks fans haven't, they thought my channel was born when I started to do Seahawks content during the season, but it was there a few years before that. And I had, at one particular point in time, a little bit of an emphasis on Florida State content. So I've done a couple of different studies on Tamorrion Terry. I call him TNT because he's one of the most explosive players I have ever seen coming out of Georgia, right here in Georgia. I've known about this kid a long time, and he is special. I really believe that. I think this kid is special. He needed to go to a place like Seattle that has great coaching that can hone in on his quick and mid-range skills. He has unbelievable hands, but I think he could get vert with the best of them. And I mean with the best of them. 6'4", pretty much, 200 to 210 pounds. At one particular point in time, he got a little bit bigger than that, so it's something that I would need to check up on. But I'm absolutely dumbfounded as to how this kid could go undrafted. So I may have a little bit of a mini rant. I might do that on this one or on another one right there because I have pretty ironclad sources up at Florida State, and I hit up quite a few people to see what in the hell went on to why this guy would be undrafted. At one particular point in time, I thought he could be one of the top 5 wide receivers drafted, a potential first-round pick for sure, and this man goes undrafted. The Seattle Seahawks just absolutely destroyed this damn offseason, man. They nailed it, absolutely nailed it. Knew they weren't going to have that many draft picks. They'll come up with a Tamorrion Terry. I know everybody's going to want me to talk about every single thing that the Seahawks did in the draft. I'm not going to do that there. I may do something on Dwayne Eskridge, but if I'm being honest about the situation, I never watched Western Michigan play like that. At least since Corey Davis left. They were in some higher profile games when Corey Davis was there. So I don't know much about Dwayne Eskridge past just going back and watching a couple of games and everything. He looks extremely explosive. Looks like a guy you can move all around the field. Everybody's looking for one of those Tyreek Hill types. Those guys were popular in the draft this year. If you're talking about some of the first guys drafted, even like a Jalen Waddle. So he looks like he's on that type of time right there. But we shall see. You know me. I love what they already have on the roster. More Swain, please. Hopefully he doesn't get lost in the shuffle. Love me from Freddie Swain. I covered him at the University of Florida through a myriad of film studies, being as though the Gators were a primary coverage there. And I love his skill set mesh with what they have on the roster already with big freaky ass Dennis Rodman, Metcalf Jr. there, and of course Tyler Lockett. Getting those Lockett launches from your man Chef Russell, dicing your little ass up like celery, of course. The Seattle Seahawks are on a short list of teams that definitely can win the Super Bowl for sure. But that damn offseason prior to the draft, and I'm not a big Stone Forsythe guy. Don't talk to me about Stone Forsythe. You guys can try to put lipstick on a pig or whatever you want to say it. I covered this guy. Like I said before, the Gators were a primary coverage here. I've done so many things on the Gators, and having to talk about this man, we had a running joke here. I named him Stone Feet Forsythe. Obviously, he can improve on that in the pros. Maybe he gets better coaching or something like that, but I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I like Stone Forsythe's talents. I don't like Stone Forsythe's talent. He is not that good to me. Trey Brown, pretty good from Oklahoma. Used to cover Oklahoma on the channel as well. I think he's pretty talented. He's somebody that can maybe work in the future, maybe at on the inside at nickel or something like that. We shall see. But prior to that, come on, man. We're getting Gabe Jackson and re-signing Benson Mayowa and Carlos Dunlap crazy ass. And, of course, Kerry Hyder Jr. And they signed Jordan Simmons and all kinds of people. Kello Weatherspoon. They were loading up on the defensive side of the ball. And I don't want to jinx it talking about a certain someone that can be better than everyone and then one of the most talented pass rushers that we've seen there. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't want to mention his name and jinx it or whatever like that. Hopefully everything's good. He's still on the roster. They can go out and absolutely destroy it. But you guys know who I'm talking about right there. I ain't going to mention his name, all right? So the Seahawks destroyed it. They are there. Chef Russell is back. Whole cast of characters back there. Probably no more KJ Wright, but they might be good on that front anyway with some of the younger guys that they have. We shall see. I cannot wait to see it unfold for sure. But I want to get into a little bit of a film study on my man Tamorrion Terry. Let's go ahead and do it right now. My man TNT right here. So TNT ran kind of a limited route tree at Florida State. A lot of that is due to the scheme. He was with the best coach, or perhaps the best coach in all of college football, in Jimbo Fisher to start out with. Then he had two different regimes come in his time, his 4 years there, and also a couple of kind of gimmicky college offense types. So he's played in a bunch of different schemes. I wish he could have stayed with Jimbo Fisher his entire career, but it didn't work out that way. So most of the time you're going to see Tamorrion Terry, he's either going to be doing this, getting straight vert, he's going to be running a post, or he'll run a slant, or he'll run a drag. Pretty much that's his route tree right there. So, but on this one right here, he'll use a combination of the both. So he'll have some faux transitions. So you'll see him going with a slant and go. So combining that, the guy can just absolutely fly. So at the very least, you know he can do that. And if you got a guy that can do that, man, I don't know what to tell you. You got this dude doing this. 6'4", 210 pounds. Stick that foot in the ground. Get that man vertigo. Got him. Yet another one in the back. I mean, this man has like TD catches from like 95 yards, 80 yards, 70 yards, and everything like that. You got to just pay attention. He's on a numbers grip here, pushing it vertically. You don't want this guy to run by you. So they're in what looks to be quarters covered. So my man's having to work a deep quarter of the field here. He's trying to anticipate this slant because he does run that slant a lot, and they got him. Stick that foot in the ground, right? Muscle relax the hell out my man right there. He's done. He's having to turn back and try to keep up with Tamorrion Terry. He's stumbling because he's a little drowsy right now from that muscle relaxer, getting that foot stuck in the ground like that. And you can just see the separation right here. Dr. Fauci style, baby. Give him 6 feet of separation. Ball thrown pretty well. He did have a pretty good deep ball thrower in my man James Blackman when he was there, but he had inconsistent play at quarterback, offensive line, and everything. He was kind of dealt a bad hand, but he still averaged over 20 yards per catch over 2 seasons, so keep that in mind. This kid is special, a special athletic talent. A little deviation from the norm here. He's going to be running a corner route against man coverage here. Pretty good no-tail on the catch, getting this Kyle Lewis on, as we know right here with the over-the-shoulder. Coming out, man coverage right here, meets the inertia, separates, catches, takes the contact. You can see it from here. Let's go back a little bit. ID my man right here, working against an overhang defender, Overhang tries to take outside leverage, funneling back inside. You can't stop your feet with this guy, man. You stop moving your feet, he's going to get a step on you, which definitely happens right here. Got Jordan Travis throwing him the ball this time. And he puts that thing in the air already. You can see him turn the track, not putting his hands up yet. Over the shoulder, Kyle Lewis, King Griffey style. Let's go. I love it. Let's see it one more time, full speed. Both angles. Yeah, just straight meeting the inertia with the contact there and pushing through that. Same thing right here. You can see it. Just too strong. Too big and too strong. How in the hell this man go undrafted? Come on. Hearing bullshit rumors and innuendos about this kid. You got to stop doing that to these athletes, man. You're ruining careers doing this shit. Here he is into the boundary going against C.J. Henderson, top 10 pick from Jacksonville last season. C.J. Henderson can absolutely fly. One of the best cornerbacks that we've seen in college football. And, of course, we know what he is. What he's doing right here, in breaking route, leaves my man C.J. Henderson in the dust for a little bit. C.J. scared to get hands on man. Hands on man. Look at the separation created there. Super explosive play against that Florida defense going against C.J. Henderson one-on-one. So always got to be wary of who these guys are going against as well. He does very good against very good competition, which should bode well in the NFL, however it works out. I think he's going to, no matter how it works out, if it doesn't work out with Seattle, it's going to eventually work out. But look at him press it vertically. Get C.J. Henderson to open those hips up. C.J. Henderson wants to put hands on man a little bit too late. He's playing in no man's land where you let this man get up to speed and then you try to turn and run with him, but he sticks that foot in the ground. C.J. Henderson playing with a little bit of outside leverage, unable to bend it like Beckham. And if you can see right here, great separation. The safeties here look like Sean Davis crept up for some odd reason. He crept up and allowed for Tamorrion Terry to get behind him, and then, of course, gets to show off those wheels a little bit. C.J. Henderson, extremely fast, and had a little bit of an angle there, but Tamorrion Terry can fly. We go again. Got sucked up on the play action. Sean Davis did the safety, and you get your big man out space running like that. Let's go. Let's go. Back into the boundary, running a quick curl right here, just to see how he kind of works in the quick game. He snaps this one off on C.J. Henderson right here. A pretty good route. Ooh, look at that. Inside approach, hands catcher. I like that. I like that. This is the kind of stuff that you want to see more and more from him, especially at Shane Waldron's offense, where it is going to be a ton of quick game stuff. We can see him kind of ISO, maybe take the pressure off of DK Metcalf in the future here. But you can see right here, inside approach, just to get C.J. Henderson to widen out, just so he can shoot it up, feel, and then snap that off by sticking that foot in the ground and creating some pretty good separation there. Hey, Dr. Fauci loves it, baby. Social distancing at his best. Comes back, hands catcher. This one was already in progress right here, so we don't get to exactly see, but you can obviously use your imagination to see that there was no hands-on mans here. So no hands-on man, free release, not what you want to do. You're going to run down the field with this man, jockeying for position. Look at that. Oh, that's too nasty. Front-facing play action fake. James Blackman couldn't even get everything into it and still got it out there. Hell of a deep ball thrower, as you can see right there. What? Get big man 6'4" running like that with the Kyle Lewis catch over the shoulders. No sell, no tail on that. Get it while the getting is good. Look at him, off to the races. Another explosive touchdown from Tamorrion Terry. Doing this in ACC play, man. This is an empty rep, but obviously it's a film study, so we're not looking at the results, just how they're derived. This, my friend, could have been another touchdown. You can find on any given play on their offensive play, this man running somewhere free for a touchdown and them just not hitting it. So lets you know, like, if this man were at Alabama playing with Mac Jones or Joe Burrow and these two and these guys that we've seen, he could have had an even more incredible career. So always keep that in mind when some of these people are not playing in these perfect setups. But you can see right here, once again, yet another sluggo, this time from the slot. He was gone. Absolutely gone, I tell you. Gone. Man, overshot it. Come on, man. Come on. What a route. James Blackman overshot that, but once again, we can see right here, you can see him on the pass off, getting up on the safety, Brad Stewart, foot in the ground. You scared of that in-breaking route, you bite on it, he gone. So now you're in FEMA mode, you're in recovery mode right there, and you're not going to catch up to him. Blackman could have lost it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe this was on Terry. Did he stop? Did he chop his feet a little bit there? Coming out of that break? Let's see. Yeah, he kind of I don't know, I'm sure if he was anticipating not getting the ball or something like that, but he kind of slows down and then has to reaccelerate and just out of his reach right there. So something lost in translation, but you can see, man, he can get open with the best of them with that move. Seattle needs to implement that like ASAP. Another vertigo moment here going against Sheridan Jones, of course, on a slant, and his ability to reaccelerate, gather himself, and be gone. Look at that. Stick that foot in the ground, catch, whip it, boom. Now look at the reacceleration here. Outrunning angles from Joe Charleston, trying to get him out there, finishing at the tape again. I actually love this one. I know you guys have seen this one before right here. On against Clemson in the third quarter, running his patented slant. Yet another quarterback throwing on the ball right here. Transfer from Wisconsin. Now look at him in the hunting and gathering phase right here. Hunted that bad boy down. It was kind of a low throw right there. So he had to regather himself, whips it around, and then gets back up to speed. Completely just smokes Sheridan Jones, the cornerback position. Spector running after him, and Charleston as well. To the house. Rack him. Be remiss if I didn't see it from this angle. Oh, look at that. Look at your big man go, man. That's not incredible. That's somebody, I don't give a damn. He's somebody not worthy. I heard some goofy shit about maybe a knee cleanup or something like that. Come on, we've seen people who have torn ACLs get drafted high in the NFL draft. You talking about somebody that good going undrafted? Not even in the 7th round? 6th or 7th round? Come on, make the fuck out of here with this. Another in-breaking route right here. Nothing special about it. Just seeing a little bit of the catch and run from him. Underneath the zone there. Actually, the corner bailed out. Kind of gave him a little bit of room right there. You can see a kind of a bell and sink thing going on right here. Got Wusu Koromoa sinking underneath while the cornerback bails out. He dips under that, obviously, running that in-breaking route. Catches it and gets him a little bit more yardage upfield right here. Very similar deal right here. Cornerback scared to death, scared to look. He shook because ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. Look at that. Curl route. Nasty. Just run them off. They're scared to run with you. They're going to give you a lot of cushion underneath. You got to be able to take advantage of that. And that man can do. So, man. Freaking Lockett, Metcalf, Swain, of course, Eskridge, you guys are going to be happy about. Man, I didn't even mention Gerald Everett coming over in the free agent deal, coming over from the Rams. Forgot about that. Make sure you guys go back and check out all those film studies that I did on those guys back then, if you haven't, the free agent film studies there. And, of course, your man Tamorrion Terry here. That's a wealth of weapons for Chef Russell to dice your little ass up like celery. You got to be scared of the damn Seahawks. You know them boys going to be mad as hell after that first-round exit last year, and they came back retooled and reloaded. John Snyder doing his thing, and we know Pete Carroll, Granddaddy Pete, is going to be raring to go. Ooh-wee. I pity the fool, but we shall see. All right, but it's your boy Murph, the Underground King. Thank you for watching. Real men watch to the end and then comment. Seattle is the absolute worst with that. Worst view duration out of any team that I cover. People running up in here. Damn near 2 minutes or a minute and a half into it and comment, not even really watching anything. So we shall see if I do anything else on the Seahawks in the future. But I had to do something on my man Tamorrion Terry. Happy as all get out about that. Salute to you. Hopefully you do your thing in the NFL. All right. With that being said, peace.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.